Well, all right. Welcome back to my podcast. Let's Talk Concerts, America's favorite concert podcast. Who says? Well, everybody I talk to says so, including Lemmy. May the Lemmy be with you. I'd like to introduce you to my producer, Lemmy. He's not just a mascot, he's carrying quite the flag here. Right, so we don't know who's joining the show, and we don't know what we're talking about, as usual. And we're just going to proceed on, right? And I'm going to tell you a little story about a show I know, and it happened in the ballroom, and this is how it goes. I was in Cleveland, Ohio, working at the Agora Ballroom, Agora Theater. I worked for the sound company that had the contract that did the all the shows there. Had a system in what they call the ballroom, which was probably a 500-600 seater. Then over there in the theater, which I think is maybe 2,500 seats, something like that. But I was doing a show in the ballroom, and let me tell you something. I have said for years that the thing that when somebody says, can you make this guy happy? It's like, no. I can't make anybody happy because happiness comes from the inside, right? And I want to tell you a couple times at the Agora Ballroom when somebody was really interested in me turning into Dr. Phil and making them happy, right? The first one that I remember was a group called Counting Crows, and they were on their first tour, and they didn't even have a tour bus yet. They were still in that stage where you're just in a van and you have a trailer pulling your stuff, and touring in a van, pulling a trailer, it is a tough life. Anyone that's done it, it is a tough way to go. You never get comfortable from town to town, depending on your agent. It's quite the potpourri, show potpourri. So they come into the Agora Ballroom, and the tour manager, I'm the monitor mixer for the event for the sound company. And the tour manager, first thing he does, he pulls me aside. He goes, "Hey, listen, we got a lot of problems every night with the monitor guys of every show we go to. Everywhere we go, there's a problem. We really, really need this to go right tonight. This is a really important show. We got record people coming." It seems to me that if you're having a problem every night in every location, maybe it's not the location that's the problem, right? And he goes, "Well, if you make this guy happy, singer from Counting Crows, what is his name, Dreadlock dude, we'll take you with us." So like, "Oh, that's a great offer, but I'm not going with you," number one. Number two, again, I'm not in charge of his happiness. Now, I could peel the skin off his face with a volume. I could do that. I mean, I could make it loud. I could make it crushing loud on stage if that's what he's looking for, to hear himself and make him happy. I mean, for God's sakes, out of my zone, right? And we got through that. And the next time that I remember was this completely, I mean, to say that he was a B act is being nice. And it was this guy, Stuttering John from the Howard Stern show, put together some band that he had. Maybe he had a band all the time. I don't know. But same thing. They come in there, and the tour manager pulls me aside. He goes, "Hey, listen, I really need you to make this guy happy tonight." It's like, I've had this conversation before. Not about me, man. Not about me. Whatever problem your artist is having is his problem. You could hire somebody to babysit him through it. But and I got it loud, as I do, because that's my job, making it loud on stage. You could hear what's going on. And Stuttering John was a complete dick. He was a complete dick. I mean, for the level of act that he had a lot of attitude for someone playing at that level. And I've certainly dealt with some attitudes on the way up and on the way back down, as we say in the business. We'll see on the way up and we'll see on the way back down, and that's a lot of attitude for that guy to have. And for him to not have, I would say, zero success post that one little crappy tour. Maybe he had some more. I mean, I don't know. And that what's important, I really don't care. But that was my time with him.